I need help. Okay.
Yeah.
And going to do all of that shit doesn't necessarily, like, unless you're controlling the content and all these things are only coming, which is what I'm also doing now, like trying to build my own platform. But unless you're controlling the content and the source and you have the ownership over the master of that, you know, it doesn't really make any sense because they don't sell records, and you might get the exposure, but that doesn't mean that you're going to get followers. You need people who are willing to invest in you, right? Like, I worked all week for this paycheck and I'm going to spend it on some Apani shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So like I said, you know, you have to just be great for that. So I'm like, you know, if I do get opportunity to work with people, a lot of times they know there's going to be a professional credit. You know what I mean? It's going to come out somewhere, you know?
Well, Apani, I really appreciate having you on here. I mean, we've known each other for years. I don't even know if we got a record together, so I gotta fix one. I gotta work on that.
I got something for you. I'm working on a project right now. Sorry, all these, like, I'm on my phone, so these notifications keep popping up. I'm working on. I don't know how much information I should give about what I'm working on because they're not ready to drop yet. But I got a ton of.
If anything, you can always
Yeah.
Tell me later, and then I can add it in. Or
well, I'll give you more information, but I'm working on. I'll say this: I'm working on a project that's all collabs, right? And I'm famous for doing a lot of collabs, right? Yeah. But I'm trying to. There'll be a book and a documentary with it.
Dope.
Right. So it's sort of gonna serve as. I'll be doing it in like volumes, so there'll be like a volume 2, whatever, etc., to infinity for as long as I can do it. As long as it makes sense. But I'd like to include you on the first one. The first one's going to be important because it's going to serve as the origin story, how I got into this culture. Like I said, with the book and the movie, like each of those things are going to kind of add a layer to that. Yeah. It'll be kind of sort of telling my story through my relationships with, like you said, all the dope friends that we've collected over the years, right? You know, so I'll be doing that, you know, with, like I said, these collabs, you know, doing little interviews, like, you know, having studio sessions, inviting people through and like kind of just filming that, like just, you know, organic stuff. So I'd like you to be a part of that.
I'm down. You know it. So tell everybody your social media, where to contact you and everything.
Yeah, we got all it. Well, I see you online all the time, but